Hey guys, I want to sit down today and talk to you about how fitness has changed my life, kind of like a transformation story, but not really. I just feel like I've been getting lots of questions and messages, and I think that my friends and my family are responding in such a positive way, and I just want to sit down and talk about why I feel this way about working out and why I'm so passionate about just feeling good about yourself. And I'm touching upon topics of eating disorders and self-image issues and all those things. So if I can just help one person with my story, then I guess it's worth telling. So if you guys just want to know more or listen, just keep on watching. I am a little nervous to talk about this because a lot of my close friends, they know this about me, and it's not something that I'm proud of. It's not something that you talk about and you're just like, yeah, I did that, I do this, you know? But basically, I'm gonna start way back when I was a little girl. I grew up very conscious, self-conscious about my weight, and I was not a skinny girl, you know? I was short and I was thicker in some areas, and just hearing a lot of comments at a young age, you start thinking of yourself really negatively, and it impacted me in such a negative way that I began purging. I would hear lots of comments from, and maybe they weren't, I don't know, maybe they weren't serious, but just family members, friends, who I thought were friends, but not really, about my height, my weight, all those things, and it would really get to me at the end of the night. And those things, you can't shake them off. Like, if you hear that every day, you can't just be like, oh, they're joking. I'm 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old, hearing these things. Like, of course I am going to think that I am those things. And so I felt worthless and small and just downright fucking ugly. And I decided to take it out on myself. I started to purge all my food. I would binge eat. I would cut myself. I have so many scars. I'm not even going to show the camera all the scars, but I would take it out on myself. I had so much self-hatred at such a young age, and it's something that this country doesn't talk about, and it makes me very upset because I know and I've seen girls with scars and they don't want to talk about it, and that breaks my heart, because if you're feeling pain, you're feeling that much pain that you have to take it out on yourself, it's serious. And I didn't know that at the time. But my counselors did start seeing it, and I was about 9 years old when they sent me to the guidance counselor because it was just starting to become very apparent. I was young, so it would start on my wrists, and then it would go to my stomach, and then down to my pelvis, and then slowly my thighs, and I still have scars on my arms, and it's not something that I'm proud of, like I said, but it's really hard to talk about it, so forgive me if I'm stuttering or if I'm just not eloquently putting my words together. But I just did not like myself, and I really didn't see the value in who I was. And so I would take it out on myself every night. I would have the knife under my bed, and if I would feel these negative feelings, I would take it out on myself. If I heard that I was fat, I would take it out on myself, and it was just a lot of animosity towards myself, I would say. And that continued on for many years, and I knew that it was a problem because my friends would say something, and my mom, she would try to help me as best as she could, but no one can really show you how to love yourself. It comes from within, I think. And no matter what my friends would say, they would cry to me, tell me to stop, ask me to stop. My boyfriend at the time, he would just be so upset with himself for not being able to be there for me. Like, I was hurting other people by hurting myself, I mean. Like, it was affecting not only me, but my family and my friends and the people around me, and I knew that it was a problem, and I would go years, or I would go months, not years, months without vomiting, months without like cutting and stuff like that, but it would always come back because it was just an internal thing that I never really knew how to handle. But then I think I was 16 or 17. I was still going through these things, and I was hiding it, and just by me hiding it from everyone just made me feel so ashamed of myself. And I knew that they knew, but no one wanted to say anything. It was kind of like the big elephant in the room, but that is what I was going through. When I was 16, my boyfriend, or 17, I don't know, I was young, but my boyfriend and I, we broke up, and we were together for a long time, and I was emotionally dependent on this guy, and it was really bad that I was emotionally dependent. So when he left, I stopped eating completely for 2 months. I looked wayfish. Like, I did not even look like myself. I was the skinniest I've ever been. I was 103 pounds, and I am normally 130, 125 pounds. So to drop that much weight in 2 months, it was a lot. I was not eating at all. And like I said, the same feelings resurfaced. Like, I thought that I was getting over it, and then it came back 10 times worse, and I just was not eating this time. I wasn't even binging or vomiting. I just was not eating. At the time, I was feeling like, wow, I'm so skinny, I look so great. But now that I look back on it, I just remember all the negative feelings that were taking place at the time, and my worthlessness and all those things coming back to me. And it's just like, how do I say this? I started vomiting blood, and that's when I knew that it was serious, because I would literally wake up exhausted, like no energy whatsoever, like completely devoid of life. I realized that this is my life that I'm playing with. It's bigger than whatever is in my head. It's my life. I am gambling the gift that God gave me. I am literally throwing away my chance to live a life. And so for my junior year and my senior year in high school, I promised myself to just have fun. And I did have fun, but then I started to not really get into the wrong crowd, because I love my friends and they are such amazing people, but I just started saying yes to things that I would normally say no to. And I got into the habit of drinking and just like other things that, you know, you're not supposed to do. And I was so young, so impressionable, and yeah, like I maybe puked here once. I puked once in a while here and there, and like I would still cut myself secretly, but I would hide it under, you know, like that fake social media happiness, that fake just social happiness that everyone tries to portray. Like, I was hiding so much those 2 years, and I kept saying I'm better, I'm better, I'm better, and I wasn't. And my close friends, they knew that I wasn't better. My best friend Taylor, she would know immediately when something was wrong, and she would text me and just like threaten to come over. And you know, like, my real friends knew exactly what was going on in my head and my heart, but I was doing such a good job of pretending that I was okay. Those 2 years eventually led to last year, which was my first year in college, which was also the worst year of my life, for many, many reasons. I had lost so much weight my junior year. I'd gained it all back times 10. I just felt like the most disgusting human being ever because I gained weight. And looking back, like in retrospect, I just want to slap myself, because weight doesn't measure any part of your worth. It doesn't say anything about you except your weight. But that doesn't measure your character. It doesn't measure who you are as a person. And for some reason, like, I just kept thinking to myself that because I weighed so much, I was a shitty fucking person. And so I began to act like it. I was just not listening to my parents, not listening to my friends. I just became this gigantic bitch. And my first year in college, I was lost, and I have a video about that. You don't have to watch it. But I was completely lost. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I had no strength in my character whatsoever, so I would just say yes to what everyone was suggesting to me, and I was not sticking up for myself. At the same time, I'm gaining all this weight and I don't see my friends as often because it's college and I don't even like my college and I don't even like my major and all these negative things that were just going on in my head, and I just decided to give up. I gained so much weight and not so much weight, I just gained weight. I hate that I say that. Like, it wasn't even a lot of weight, but in my head, even now, I thought that I was like 200 pounds. And it was something that I just couldn't shake. It was the fact that I was looking like someone I'd never looked before. I was never that heavy. I was never that down. I was never that negative. I was always someone who decided to look on the bright side of things because they had that choice. And it seemed like last year I just gave that up completely. I was pretending to be happy, but I wasn't. And so many bad things were happening and I just gave in. I didn't fight for anything. And I was feeling lost because I had to move here to Nevada and I didn't want to because that meant losing my friends and my boyfriend, and so a lot of things were going on. Let's get to the happy part now. I know you're like sick of hearing the sad things, but I moved here and for a full straight month I was crying every single night because I fucking hated it. I hated it. Just every day waking up to a blank white room. I woke up every day thinking, this can't be it. This can't be my life. Like, I wasn't going to school here because I dropped out of my classes. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just got a job at Chipotle and I was just lost. But then something, like, slowly but surely, and I'm pretty sure it has a lot to do with my job at Chipotle, but everyone there always talks about empowerment and how you can help others, and I think that's really what influenced me is my career, my job. And it's funny to say career because, you know, I'm only 20 years old and I haven't even finished my college degree, but it's nice to know that I already have somewhat of a career going over there, and just being in a very positive environment like that and seeing my family, you know, go through the struggle of moving and come out happier and just stronger and closer. I think that this move here just changed everything around completely, and what I thought was going to be a bad thing turned out to be a good thing, and I decided to embrace the change, and I decided to do something little every day that would make me happy. And then I noticed like around September or October, like, you can decide to be happy. Like, it's your choice completely. You can read that book and feel good and drink that tea or drink that Coke or eat that pizza and you will feel happiness. Like, you don't have to settle for sadness just to feel something. Like, I have such a different way of looking at life now that I did 6 months ago, and it's insane. It was October that I decided to sign up for the gym. I stopped working out completely because I would work out here and there. I still like to work out. I started working out. Sorry, I gotta clarify. I started working out my senior year, but I was never consistent. My boyfriend and I would work out together, but we were never consistent. And I signed up for the gym, but like I said, I was going through the hard time and I never really stuck to it. But then I moved here and I signed up at Vegas Fitness, and I hired my trainers and I got down to work. And at first I was like, wow, you're kidding yourself. This isn't gonna go anywhere. Like, what are you even doing? You're fucking wasting your money, bro. Like, that's what I was saying to myself, and I thought I was kidding myself. I thought I was being stupid, but I wasn't. And slowly day 1 turned into week 4, and week 4 turned into month 4, and every day just consistent lifting and being mindful of my diet and all those things that it added up, and it showed me just how much you can accomplish just by putting your mind to something. And I'm just so happy and proud to say that I am I have not done anything bad like that since August, and it makes me so happy. And so I've learned the past couple of months that anything that you can do, like any small thing you can do to make yourself happy or to change your view for the better, it adds up. And sooner or later you're gonna be looking back like, why was I ever like that? You know? And I'm sitting here thinking that way too, and I'm still learning, I'm still trying to figure it out. I still have those bad days. Like, it's not all sunshines and rainbows. I'm not saying you're gonna completely transform, but it's gonna be a big difference and you're gonna feel it. And to anyone who is watching this who has ever felt like they're a piece of shit, or they're fat, or you're struggling with bulimia, or you're cutting, just please talk to your friends, and please talk to your mom, talk to your dad. Just talk about it. Talk about it and get it out of your system, get it out of your head. Don't feel ashamed for feeling the way you feel, you know? You are justified in feeling however way you feel, and you have every right to say it. You don't have to take it out on yourself. This is all things that I would love to say to my younger self right now, but I can't. So if anyone who is watching me who is young and struggling with this, just, I'm not going to tell you that it's gonna get better. You need to decide for yourself if you want to get better. And if you want to get better, then act on it. Be serious about it. You know, don't just sit there and always cry about woe is me and oh, my life sucks. Like, everyone is going through things, and I know that that's not reason enough for you to get up off your ass, but if you're not gonna live your life, who is? If you're not gonna take charge of your life and enjoy it and love it, then who is? You know, life is such a blessing, and that's something that I've learned the past few months. It's just been a learning process. But like I said, the fitness is something that has helped me, and it's the reason why I am the way I am today. Every workout that I do, even if it's freaking 40 minutes or 2 hours, it just makes me feel so good. It relieves all the anxiety, all the pent-up stress and emotions, and I get to see the results the next day, and it's like, wow, like, change can come out of it, and that's what is so amazing to me. And I'm sorry if I'm going off on so many tangents. I just wanted to share my story. I guess that's it. I wanted this to be like a real, no, hey guys, it's Mikaelah. Like, I don't even want to do those kind of videos anymore. That's not me. I don't think that is. And like I said, like, life is a learning process, and I just want to put this video out to anyone who might need it. Self-image issues and bulimia and anorexia and binge eating disorder and depression, those are very real things, and you can't see it. You know, you can't see it happening to someone because they can do a good job of hiding it, but they can very well feel it. This video started as like a, hey, this is why I love fitness, but this is why I love fitness. What I'm talking about right now is exactly why I love fitness, because it has helped me go from the person who I was, who so ashamed of themselves and so full of self-hatred, into who I am now, which I know I'm getting better, and I know that I'm loving myself. It's still a process, but at least I'm on the road to just a better life. I just hope you guys enjoyed listening to this story. I hope it helped someone, and I hope that you find the value in yourself the way I found it in me. And I just want you to know that you matter, and you are worth so much that you think you're worth, if that makes sense. You don't have to hurt yourself. You can punch a fucking pillow. That's the most idiotic thing I've ever heard, but it's helped. You can scream as loud as you can. That's better than harming yourself. And I don't want you to feel bad for me, and I'm not asking for anyone's pity. Don't fucking feel sorry for me. I'm not making this video to make you feel bad for me. I'm making this video so that whoever you are who is watching this can know that it gets better and that it takes time. But one day you're just gonna wake up and you're gonna be excited and happy, and you want to see new things and you want to do new things, and you're not thinking about, wow, I'm fat. You're not thinking about those things anymore. And that's all I wanted to say. So thanks for sitting with me through this extremely long video. Hit that subscribe button if you guys want to see more videos from me. My YouTube channel is currently under construction because I'm still trying to find my niche. Is it niche? Still trying to find my way into this whole vlogging thing. But I really hope that you guys found this helpful, informative, or I don't know. But thank you for listening, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!